Yeah, so we definitely want to start on top and then path down.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's okay into Jarvan.
Mm.
Because of his ult and his EQ combo. And then I would pick Xin Zhao against many ranged champions because of
Yeah.
Xin Zhao's ulti. But yeah, so far nothing really to gank. Both like mid and bot lane are pushing. So only thing is prepare for counter gank if something happens. Here I would, while you're clearing this, I would look at bot lane because look at Kai'Sa's HP. She's been fighting, so have a look if she's trading or if she's just losing trades right now. You can also look at mid lane, but most likely mid lane is just playing passive because Morgana's full HP.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so here, now we have to figure out what are we going to do because we have again 3 options. First option is go mid lane. Second option is go bot lane. And third option is going bot scuttle. So if we don't gank, we need prio so that we can play for this. And in mid lane we have it, but in bot lane we don't have it. So we cannot gank mid lane because she has prio. But because she has prio, we can play for bot scuttle.
Yep.
Bot lane doesn't have prio, meaning that it will be 2v3 most likely if we fight on bot scuttle. So we have to help out bot lane first and then go bot scuttle after.
Mm-hmm.
So here I will just look, how's it looking? Okay, they play really far up. Here I would go on Nico instantly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
here
thought they
instantly
would
go
do
on Nico.
Nico. Okay. Okay.
Well, if you look, then you see that this guy just uses combo, right? So he has no more damage left, and Kai'Sa's HP is really low.
Okay. Okay.
And it's easier to take 3v1 fight than 2v1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when this guy's really low HP.
I bet then.
So what you should do is as soon as you see, like if Cillian bumps the Jhin, obviously then you just go on Jhin, right? Just to follow up. But because of the fact that he is positioned here and she's positioned all the way down here, Cillian can most likely hit both from here, right?
Yeah.
But Kai'Sa can only hit Nico.
Yeah.
So here it can be 3v1, but here it can only be 2v1, no matter what. And in that situation, it will most likely be 2v2, right? Because Nico will just run up or zone Kai'Sa away or whatever. So always go for, well, go for whoever this guy decides to go onto.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then also just normally it's easy to kill the guy who's further away from tower than Jhin. So as soon as you see this double bump right here, now you W onto this guy, and then you can either instantly E and then start auto attacking, or you can simply cut off the escape path and just charge with your Q and hold your E. Kinda depends. Because now I'm not sure if we get the kills here. That guy flashes out. You get the Nico still, that's fine. Here comes Jarvan. He gets a kill back.
And now I entered, but it's because I missed Jarvan.
Here we just back off.
Yeah, I know.
Can we kill if you hit Q? So you auto the Jarvan, then you auto minion, and then you auto minion again.
I mean, my E is up then too.
Yeah, but I'm thinking in terms of damage, I think you need your W as well in order to kill either Jhin or Jarvan here.
Mm-hmm.
And now you also need your Q because it's on cooldown. So now I would just use E. So I would just walk here, E onto this minion, run out, and then after that I would recall, and then I would go to top scuttle and then farm down again like that.
Yeah, correct.
Because there's like a big minion wave coming in. Cillian is again low HP. You don't really know if he's gonna follow.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I mean if you hit the W onto Jhin, then yeah you win. But yeah, But yeah, I would simply just focus on killing one guy instead of trying to kill two. Because I think if you just go Nico, it will be 1 for 0. Because you will die so fast. Then Jarvan can't really counter gank it.
True. I mean, it was obvious at almost 4.
Depending on like what type of jungler you're playing against, like there are really fast clearing junglers that can full clear 3 minutes. But typically, like most junglers clear like between this and this, like 6 camps. And then as soon as the timer hits 3:30, then Scuttle Crab spawns, right? So you have to take into account, okay, they might spend 10 to 20 seconds killing that one, right? So here, and then they will recall on top of that, right? So around like 3:55. If nothing has happened, then you would have to, then you can start assuming, okay, they are recalled and they're in base. So really fast clearing junglers, most junglers, Scuttle Crab spawns, Scuttle Crab is dead, enemy most likely have recalled. So if we just go back, then we can see timer says
You can clear 3 minutes.
Kartus can clear at 3 minutes, and new Gwen can do it as well. So you see now when you're ganking at 3:40, right? So what that means is most likely Jarvan is here doing the Scuttle Crab. And then either he's gonna run instantly to bot lane, or he will clear Scuttle Crab first, and then he's gonna run down to bot lane. So yeah. Here we see Jarvan in mid. So before we go instant into top scuttle, we have to again figure out, do we have top prio, yes or no? Our Malphite is low HP and low mana, so maybe look at top lane. If Olaf is low, maybe we can go on to it. And otherwise, Jarvan right now is ganking mid lane, and he hasn't based yet. So if you take a 2v2, now Morgana doesn't have a lot of mana, but you are stronger than Jarvan individually, because you have item and he doesn't. So you don't actually mind fighting into Jarvan right now. So right now I would look both at top and mid lane. And then I would actually have ran to mid lane because Lissandra is kind of low HP. And again, also look at top lane. Like, is he low HP? Can I gank? Do that now? Nah, not really, right? So don't really focus too much on top in this situation. Focus more on trying to go to mid. Maybe kill the Lissandra or whatever. Because I don't think we end up killing Olaf here.
No, I die.
Yeah, and he ends up just flashing away. Goes on top of you. Malphite ends up recalling. He's just gonna kill you here.
Yep. Horrible start.
Yeah. And it all comes down to, again, by the time you run, like, here, I wanted to have a look at mid lane. Because you see Jarvan. So what is happening mid? Like, can you counter gank it? Should you instantly go towards mid? Because right now you're stronger. You're same level as Jarvan, but you have 1100 gold item and he has nothing. So you're stronger than him. So if you want to, then you can take the fight on mid and it wouldn't be a bad fight. Same thing for top lane. Look at top lane, because again we are gonna fight on top Scuttle Crab. So if Olaf has full prio, then you have to take into account, okay, what if Jarvan combos me and Olaf starts running me down? Then again you're dead because you don't have flash. And in this situation, you can see that mid lane is much more free than top. So then I'll try and get a kill back onto the Lissandra. Because she's low mana, actually. And she might want to clear the next wave, which is what she's actually going to do. But we don't punish it. She's low mana and wants to clear a wave on like 300 HP, but instead we go for Olaf 1v1. With more HP and harder to kill.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
And then here, if anything, if you really want to, there is actually a chance that Olaf is inting. But what you need to do is you need to stack your Q. So use your first Q, he flashes away. You have your Q up right now. So then just auto a minion to reset this cooldown timer. Then you're on your then you have 2 stacks, so the third one will be knock up. And then you can actually CC Olaf because he's not level 6 yet. But now it's too late, because now your Q is on cooldown because it expired. And now you have no abilities, right? And that way you could maybe actually have killed him. It would still be a bad decision, but maybe you could outplay it. Then here we come out of base, we go into Raptors. I mean, you can go Raptors into Crux, into gank bot or Drake. I don't hate the idea of that.
I think I do this because I thought going top again will cost me. I mean, I lost so much tempo already.
Yeah. I mean, if you can go Raptors into Crux and either gank bot lane or get Drake, I think it's fine. But if you don't, then I think it would have been better for you to just full clear. And here again you see Jarvan, so again look at what's happening, like how much CS does he have? So you press tap, but I'm not sure if you saw. Morgana actually ends up getting a kill. Now you see he's there. We go for the gank on bot.
Yeah, this time
None of them have flash, so you're chill. Actually maybe Nico has flash. Yeah, she does. Finn is the one without flash. Yeah, we get the kill, so that's fine. Jarvan walks into bot. A little bit weird because his red buff's actually up, but yeah. Yeah, you can go on to Drake. Lissandra's there. Jarvan's going top. You ping it. That's good. You can ping 3 more times, but that's fine. Now you do. Perfect. Now you've done everything to help your Malphite. So you've done everything now. If he dies, he dies. At least you tried to save him. But he does have ulti, and I think he's fine even if Jarvan goes to gank him, to be honest. And we get a Drake, so that's pretty good. Here I would stay for Stun Grab. Yeah, you do. Perfect. He took your topside jungle. That sucks. Here I would go with the Vision plant and see if it doesn't... Okay, he's not on Rift. Olaf is recalling. So if he commits to the recall, then you can take this one for free. I would personally have waited for Olaf to recall before starting it, but we're playing in an elo where most likely they don't check it.
No, they don't.
But in higher elo, Olaf might have decided to check first and then see, okay, he's here, I'll kill, or okay, he's not here, I'll recall. Perfect. You find the Jarvan here. Okay, good insect onto the Lissandra. You end up winning the 2v2. This guy should also be dead. Yep. Ends up working out. Let's just see if we can play it mechanically even better. Yeah, we could hit that W, right? Maybe have instantly... I mean, if you hit the W onto Lissandra, then maybe I went on to her. Maybe I played a little bit slower, get the Morgana E. Because if Morgana E's you, then you cannot get CC'd, and then you can just like insta one-shot, right? But it works out. But could mechanically be played a little bit better and a little bit slower, maybe. Here I would buy Control Word as well, because you just completed Gourd Drinker. You're not really close to another item.
Oh, good point.
Here, this time, who should we go on, do you think? Looking at the...
I guess Jin this time.
We should actually go for Nico, because you know Jin has flash up and Nico doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Because you forced Jin flash the first time on the first gank, and you forced Nico flash on the second gank. So he might flash here. Yep. But Nico does not have flash. Ends up working out anyway, but again, just the thought process of keeping track of summon spells.
Yeah.
I think if he really wanted to, he could survive. If he just didn't do all the stepping back and I'm gonna press W for fun and all of that. Maybe he could survive. So we see Jarvan ganking mid, so I would go counter gank that. Here we obviously go on Lissandra. Okay, we get the flash, that's fine. Okay. Let's see here. So we get the flash, that's good. Then we run back, I think that's fine. He goes in, you hit the W. You get ulted Gourd Drinker. I think if you have more mana on Morgana, you can win the 2v2, because the issue is that Morgana simply runs out of mana and can't do anything. Makes 1 minutes, so we are running towards the correct side. Okay, she's dead. And here you have either time to do gank in between going Drake, or you can just power farm. But again, I would look at bot lane and what's happening, because you know, again, they don't have flashes. This time, you know, Jin doesn't have flash, but Nico does have flash. So this time we have to focus the Jin in case we gank.
I need to track summon, it's much better, I realize now. You say it.
And they actually end up fighting here. Jarvan is also here. Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
If you wait with that W like 1 second here. This W right here.
Yeah.
He ends up flashing, yeah. Then we end up winning it. Maybe you can actually catch that guy. W? Yep. Then here I would use Rift Herald as well. I mean, that's fine. Okay, maybe not use ulti here, but
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
I use the Rift Herald because it's about to expire. We get 2 platings. Yeah, we can't dive Jin, so I'll just let it crash, get the 2 platings. Oh, that guy is playing risky. The wave was slow push into you, so that's fine. Could maybe have started Drake instantly, but Cillian decided to step up and make it a little bit weird, but I still wanted to stay around Drake, because I don't think we should give it. And they end up starting it now. We're setting up, warding it at least something. Jarvan getting Smiths, so you will just follow him here. He doesn't have ulti, so you're chilling. Morgana actually solo kills. She also binds that guy. We don't have to flash for this guy, because we're already winning. Like, Morgana's already winning, so this means 4v3, we can just Drake. So we don't have to also kill the Jarvan here. You can just let Jarvan run away, and then you can go get Drake. Here we just start Drake. Because you're on a timer. The more you waste time, the more time you give Lissandra to get back to make it a 4v4 again. If you try and force like another gank or whatever, you might not be able to get Drake. But we get the Drake now, that's pretty good. Now we can play towards topside and Rift Herald. That guy just uses E so you can kill him. Oh, W doesn't connect. Oh, but you can catch him though. You can ulti here. Yeah, I mean, if you time it correctly, you can ulti out the Jarvan in his EQ combo, but yeah, Olaf will just run you down anyway, so that sucks. So you end up dying here, so now you pretty much have to say, okay, everything on my top side is gone.
Yeah.
So you should actually run towards your bot side, because you have to basically expect, okay, Jarvan just took everything. Like, he's gonna take my top side, he's gonna take my Rift Herald, there's nothing for me to take. There is of course your wolves there. Your blue buff is gone. You still have your grump, but you can just take that after. So what you should do is just run to bot side and say, okay, then I'll win bot side. And potentially gank. Because what ends up happening here is you're ganking like through the lane on vision. Can't really do anything, and even if you kill Olaf, you don't get anything because Rifter is already gone. Jarvan is still here, so you end up dying again most likely. You actually get his flash. I mean, it's close, but it's just the wrong side of the map that you're on.
I agree.
You should just be bot side here. They're actually winning bot side as well, and you could be joining that fight. Help getting first tower right, because that's still happening. And here, this is also where you would have control wards, so you wouldn't have to face check. But now your Shilling comes to put a wards down as well, so. Okay, so they don't start it yet.
Yeah, now I was confident we can win this fight.
Here, just try and stall it as much as possible, because look what Cillian is doing. He's paying, like, I don't have ulti, but I have exhaust, right? He has 15 seconds on ult, Morgana has 5 seconds on ult. So try and stall it as much as possible. So you don't want to engage right now. Unless if it looks like really, really free, or if Malphite engages, then of course you follows up. But don't start the Drake instantly. Don't insta-force. Instead, wait 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite of what you're doing. We are insta-forcing. We get a kill. But Cillian ends up dying because he doesn't have ulti. So we end up winning the fight, but again, I think you could have done same play just a little bit later, and then Cillian would have ult, and it would have been 4-4-1 instead of 4-4-2.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're completely right, because they will...
So here you're kind of just chilling. You want to make sure that obviously they don't go Baron, but you actually just want to stall the game yourself so that you can play for soul.
Yeah.
Okay, Morgana's actually looking for something here.
I don't know, but I feel like Xin Zhao is really strong. But maybe I can't play Jarvan as good.
I mean, right now Jarvan's just stronger because of buffs, but there might be a time where Xin Zhao will be stronger than Jarvan. It all just comes down to meta, like.
I mean, like last season, Xin Zhao was really falling off late game, but I don't feel like he's falling off as he was in the past.
I mean, they just buffed Word Drinker, so that could be why.
Yeah, and it's much damage in the game, so the 4-second ult is much more useful than it was.
Yep. This Baron call is very risky.
Yep, I know.
Because they have Hex the gates, they can quickly get there. So I don't actually think you can end up finishing it without fight, and you can't really fight because, yeah, Malphite doesn't have ult, Kai'Sa doesn't have ult. But it's Andres, but... I mean, you can fight this because it's 5v4, but if Lissandra was there and it was 5v5, I would not have been fighting this actually. And I probably wouldn't have been starting Baron either. Because as I said, you don't have to start Baron, you just want to play for soul and make sure enemy doesn't get it. Of course, if you ace enemy team, then you can instantly go it or whatever if it's free. Now, for example, Jarvan is dead, so if people have the HP to do it, you can. Lissandra is still bot lane. But I wouldn't have started it in the first situation. But this Baron start is much better than the other one. Because Jarvan is dead, Lissandra now TPs.
I actually wanted to force the fight, that's why I started it, because I knew they were gonna be coming.
Yeah, but the problem is that you don't have all your ultis and they have better items. And you also had 1.5k yourself, right? So...
Yeah, so that's more of a coin flip what I did.
Yeah.
Because I assumed it's not a coin flip. That's why I did it.
But this one is better, right? Because 5v4, Jarvan is dead, so you can take it. That's why they again lose the fight. They lost 2 fights in a row because it was 5v4.
I get that, but the situation we had now came because I forced the fight before.
Yes, but the thing is that the reason is you win it is because the fact that Lissandra went bot. If Lissandra just went to Baron and covered, it would have been 5v5, and then you would have engaged 5v5, and then they could win.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
So it's because she's on bot, but you didn't see that. You went Baron before she went bot.
Yes.
And she also had TP, right? So she could have went bot and then TP, then it would still have been good for them. Because it would have been 5v5. Here there's no point in going mid lane, because you already have mid and hip. So just go towards bot. Also no point in farming, because there's nothing really you're farming for.
Yeah.
Except for elixir, but doesn't make sense when you have Baron to go elixir. Here we need someone to block the Jhin ulti. It's more important to defend your AD carry than killing Lissandra, for example. Because your AD carry is strong, right? She has bounty and everything, so... Either you or Malphite has to do it, doesn't really matter which one. Just make sure one of you do it. And also because it's more important to have a team member with Baron than without. Like if they trade 1-for-1, that's worth for them because it's 1 Baron buff less. So it's better for you to trade 0-for-0 than 1-for-1. Especially when Kai'Sa has a shutdown as well, and it's an AD carry who is really strong and can push really good and stuff like that. Because now you cannot push because you're playing melee champion against me double ranged. So the game will not end very soon. You have stopwatch here.
Yep. That's why I fight like this.
I mean, this is like, I'm really fed on Xin Zhao and we're really far ahead and I have soul, so I take fight. Like on paper it's really int fight, but because you're this fed and you have soul and Cillian is coming in as well, you can win it. But on paper it's like running it down.
I just wanted to end the game.
Yeah, you might be able to now because you can break second inhib open now. Morgana can push bot and you can break third one.
How annoying is this Sandra? Now that I see it.
Insano is really good at buying time. It's like one of the best champions for it. Oh, this is really unlucky. You stopwatch when you get Cillian ulted.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, instead just let the Cillian ulti like do its thing and then you stopwatch after.
I mean, they're dead, so I have nothing to do.
Yeah, here it's fine. There's nothing to do on map, so just wait for Baron to spawn and then end with triple inhib and then GG. Like at this point you won't even have to fight. Like from now until the game finishes, you don't even have to fight. All you have to do is just dance around the Baron. So if they leave base, then you leave Baron. If they stay in base, you start Baron. Once you then get Baron, then you just let minions end and you can sit and watch. Like the game could end 39-27 and you could end. Just with minions and Baron buff because of triple inhib. But it won't happen, but it could happen. It wouldn't be bad if it does happen. That would be like super safe strategy. Yeah, then you can just run it down mid. Slowly let the minions do their thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Waiting to buff the waves.
Because there are 5 people for defending 1 wave mid. So now bot lane wave comes in on bot, top lane waves come in on top, another mid wave comes in. Like, minions will end if you just stand there and Baron buff them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they took the fight.
But they obviously try to force a fight because they have to. And then you just end the game.